Alright. Internet's good. We're not dropping frames.
Got it.
Alright. You ready to pop back in? You're up.
Good morning. It's December 11th, 2022, and it's a Sunday. Here in LA, it's rainy, very cloudy, and there's a strong breeze blowing. 55 degrees Fahrenheit, around 13 Celsius. Day 2 of weekend projects, and the fun work train is rolling. So let's get back to it, Boingo.
Alright. No, he's being David Lynch.
I just found out about that this week. This is the best thing ever. I love it. Watch David Lynch's weather report, everybody, because he needs our fucking view base to up him. What were we talking about?
What?
What was happening before the whole thing fucked up again?
We were about to go on to the next thing.
Oh yeah, it's news time again, everybody.
Yeah, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse announces trailer release date, and we also get Tuesday, and we also got a cute little image.
Yeah, look at them.
Look at them.
They're gonna totally make those two a couple, aren't they?
I don't know.
I don't like that. Don't do that, please. They're good as friends.
I mean, they already set it up.
Do you need the trailer or do you need them as a couple, Buster? What's going on?
Well, so we'll see the trailer when it comes out.
Yeah, we'll talk about that next week.
Yeah.
What else have happened?
I'm trying to open it up.
Okay. Fuck them as a couple or like fuck them as a couple, Buster? What's going on here? You gotta be more specific.
I don't understand why y'all are so hesitant to just notice what they fucking did in the movie. Oh, how dare they continue the thing they set up? You know? You know the main crux of the movie? Of how he's trying to gain confidence? Like, you know, it's just a part of the thing.
I just...
No, it can't be seen as platonic. He literally flirted with her.
I enjoyed that idea. I would like a movie where two characters don't end up getting together romantically by the end of it.
There's a ton of movies that do that.
Really? Because the last one I saw was Pacific fucking Rim.
You haven't watched movies since Pacific Rim?
Shut your face and tell me what James Gunn's been tweeting about.
Hold on a moment, because I'm gonna fix something for you real quick.
Hey.
Because I realized I didn't set it back up.
Oh. Yeah, why'd you have to tell me that, Buster? I didn't need to know that. It's enough that the entire first Transformers trilogy is over 10 years old.
There we go. That should be... You should be able to see what I'm doing now. No? Okay, hold on.
Let me try getting out of this and then coming back. Oh, wait. Something's happening. This is entirely on our end, folks.
Yeah, it's our end. Don't worry about it, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
It's just they set it up. It's there.
I mean, they set it up in the way that allows everybody to make fan art of it. Also, I can see myself now.
Good. That's not what I want.
And I have seen some of that fan art. You're all very talented.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Toot. Boop. Back to it. James Gunn reveals if he has any control over DC Comics.
The answer is he's talking to them on a regular basis, but he can't tell them what to do, which I think is good.
Yeah.
Get some brand synergy going for once in your life, DC.
Yeah. I mean, it's similar to how Marvel works. It's just like Kevin Feige talks to the comic people, I think.
Mm-hmm. Kevin Feige goes like, hey, I'm making a Falcon and Winter Soldier show. Great, we'll do a Falcon and Winter Soldier miniseries. I gotta delay this thing by 5 months. We can't do that with a comic! That'll be happening at DC soon. Look forward to it.
Yeah. But hey, James Gunn's doing stuff.
Yeah. What else is he doing? Is he doing other things?
Well, I will tell you as soon as the thing opens up. Someone asked James Gunn, hey, are the DC shows and movies going to be interacting? Like, are they going to be in the same universe? James Gunn says yes, most definitely. Connected across film, TV, and animation.
James Chekhov's gun. How has no one made that joke yet, Buster? That's a quality joke. Brilliant. I love that. Yeah, this is a thing from like weeks ago that like briefly really freaked me out because there's this, and then the article immediately after this is him saying that they're also working on video games that will be in this same continuity. And I'm just like, my dude, movies are one thing. Movies and TV shows are a bit of another. Movies, TV shows, and video games? That's kind of cooking up a recipe for disaster, because, like, a movie or a show gets delayed, you can kind of fudge that around a little bit. Games almost always get like, I'm not a gamer, and I know games almost always get delayed a bunch, and they are a pain in the ass to get out at a certain time.
I just want to let you know that he's saying yes to make the people on the board happy, but also the MCU started with movies and games.
What games were there?
Iron Man 2, The Incredible
Those
Hulk.
were like movie tie-in games, though. Those weren't like actual quality video game stories. Nobody remembers those.
But here's the thing. Nothing says that they're going to be brand new, high-octane, Arkham-style games.
See, I think that's what that person was asking about, though.
But they didn't ask about the video games. They asked about TV. James Gunn was like, "Oh yeah, probably games." It's keeping an open book. Well, it's not something to be doom and gloom about.
Dooming and glooming. I'm just like, that worries me. And it didn't even
dooming and glooming
worry me. It just briefly worried me when I saw that. I was like, don't know about that, mate.
But also, you can easily tell a bunch of stories in the video games and not have to worry about them coming out on time. Legends of the Dark Knight. This take place during here and here in between. You don't have to worry about it.
Fair enough, I guess. It's gonna be shitty mobile games. You're probably right, Buster.
And James Gunn goes on to confirm again, are there plans for games to connect to the DCU as well? Yes. Traditional gacha with their characters? Marvel does. Marvel has like 3 gacha games.
It was at the summit.
Marvel Snap, they have Conquest of Champions. DC has it with the Mobile Injustice game. Yeah, they have them.
Shit exists.
Also, we have some information about Patty Jenkins in Wonder Woman 3.
It's not happening. She left the project over creative differences.
And if you believe the rumors, hilarious creative differences.
I haven't heard these rumors.
Okay. So there's a news article, blah, blah, blah. So the rumor is that Patty Jenkins, James Gunn, and the other head, like, they all had a meeting, all the people who would be involved with it. And James Gunn was like, and like the new creative heads were like, all right, hey, we'd like you to come back and do Wonder Woman again. But you got to do it a certain way. You can't just, you got to have other writers. We got to be involved. It can't be Wonder Woman 1984 again.
It has to be a Marvel movie.
No, it has to be good.
See, I know that's the opinion of Wonder Woman 1984. I've just not seen either of the Wonder Woman movies, so I remember that.
But apparently, at the insistence of having other creatives involved and Patty Jenkins and like having other people take a crack at the story and working with others, Patty Jenkins says, "You don't understand." Rumor, allegedly, that you don't understand movie making and you do not understand character arcs, and left.
Wow, that's the
rumor.
If she actually said that, that's some interesting things to say to James frickin' Gunn.
Okay, here's the exact quote. Jenkins reportedly refused and let the executives, according to one insider, know that they were wrong, that they didn't understand her, didn't understand the character, didn't understand character arcs, and didn't understand what Jenkins was trying to do.
That's a lot. I don't know if I believe that coming from the woman going from that I've heard from the woman who had Wonder Woman frickin' kill and rape people.
You know, I mean, Wonder Woman raped a guy in the second movie.
Yeah, that was the big thing I heard about that.
Reports claim that Jenkins decided to move on to her next film instead of coming up with a different pitch, and that she didn't want to hear Gunn and Safran's thoughts, according to an insider cited in the report. She just doesn't want to allow them to have a seat at the table to have an opinion on something new that she might come up with. It's basically she wants to play with the toys, and they're like, "No, we're trying to make a movie." Oh, it did it. What the fuck? Okay, it's back? Okay, it's back. The internet quality dipped for a second. Hello, can you hear me?
I didn't see any hiccup.
Talked in debates. Oh yeah, thanks for the Patty. Yeah. I do blame Gal because apparently she was a producer story credit. Yeah, no, it's just a brief buffer. Okay, cool. But yeah, no, like, here's the thing.
That was a whole kerfuffle for a day there, wasn't it? Where it was like she left, and then people were like, is the Superman thing still happening? What's going on with Jason Momoa? And as far as I can tell, everything's still the way it was, except Wonder Woman Free isn't happening anymore. And like, I didn't even know Wonder Woman Free was happening in the first place.
Yeah, I think the only other thing is whatever pitch they had for the Superman Man of Steel 2, they're scrapping and starting over. But considering they only really recently just started on that again.
Yeah, it's not a huge deal.
Yeah.
I mean, remember, Gunn and Safran haven't even made their presentation of their proposed timeline to Warner's yet. That's happening next week. Or actually, this week.
Yeah. But, like, it's very much of, like, it's happening because it lost money. Yeah, Black Adam's not happening. And goddamn, was The Rock huffing that copium.
He's a master of copium, though.
Yeah.
Buy some tequila.
Buy some tequila. You know what's hilarious?
I was in a liquor store the other day and saw a big stupid display for his tequila with his face. And
you know what's the funny thing? What? We all joke about Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson owning that tequila brand, right?
Yeah.
Dan Aykroyd owns Crystal Skull Vodka. We don't joke about that.
I joke about that. I've just never done it to you because I know you're a Ghostbusters guy.
Okay, here's a different one. Ryan Reynolds used to own Aviation Gin.
Really?
Yeah, but no one makes a joke about it.
The guy who played Hal Jordan owned Aviation Gin. That's pretty funny.
Yeah. I mean, he also owns Mint Mobile.
Mm.
But yeah, no. If this is to be like the way I kind of see the whole Patty Jenkins thing happening is like they're having a meeting. It's like, hey, cool. Yeah, no, we're trying to like just figure out where we're going. So you like let's start with a fresh slate for Wonder Woman. No.
What do you mean a fresh slate? I've been building this, and that. I made her a serial rapist. What are we gonna do?
Yeah, that's why we kind of want to have a fresh slate and start from fresh and all that kind of
No,
stuff.
it's my creative vision. You're clouding my vision. I'm looking at.
Look, we still want you to be in the creative seat. It's just
No,
we
fuck
want to.
you. You're wrong, you evil men.
Yeah.
Good meeting. I like the snacks they had.
Again, we weren't in there, so we can't actually say. But it just feels
No, dramatization. Dramatization.
Oh, that's gonna definitely. That's just definitely gonna be a growing pain for DC. Because at Marvel, it's like everyone understands. It's like, no, you're part of the Marvel machine. Like, yeah, you're making fun, having a movie, you're doing yeah.
But it was a growing pain for Marvel too. Remember what happened with the guy who was going to direct Ant-Man? Like he left and threw a big fit.
He didn't throw a big fit. He was just like, oh, they wanted to make one movie, I wanted to make another. We just couldn't meet eye to eye, so I left.
Mm.
He does not make a big stink of it. It was literally just
I seem to remember that being a thing. Maybe it was more like film bros coming to his defense.
Yeah, Edgar Wright is a film bro-y kind of director. And hey, we got a Flash t-shirt.
Yeah. Details about the Flash have started leaking out through merch because this is how movie news happens now, folks. Basically we got a description for the plot of this movie finally, which is that it is two idiot kids, a retired vigilante, and a half-charged solar-powered alien. So we kind of knew the first two things, although apparently there's going to be two Flashes. That's interesting. And the Supergirl that's gonna be in the movie is gonna be slightly depowered. Interesting.
It could be. I don't mind that little like Flash and Superman Batman thing. It looks neat.
Yeah.
The whole shirt does look like Ash. You were right, Busto.
It's movie merch.
How does Flash 2 work in math? It doesn't.
Well, what you see, you do is you take the Flash's speed force and you multiply that by 2x, and then you Batman's bat force, and that's 66 powers the third Batarang. And then you take the solar-powered powers that Supergirl has, and you're going to want to divide those by 1/75 over 76.
Okay, the internet caught back up. I don't know what's happening. Okay. It's been dipping.
Well, in any case, the numbers spell disaster for you at Flashpoint.
We also got some Flash promotional images and some suits.
He's getting a new suit, which is a kit bash of Michael Keaton's bat suit, apparently. I don't know how I like that.
It's a cute idea. Oh, I'm in this other world and I need to make a thing. I need to have a suit. What's available?
I'm sure Todd's going to be very excited.
Yeah.
That slogan, though, is kind of... ugh.
Yeah, it ain't great. Looks like a Flash suit.
Yep.
Hey, Macarena. I
Also, the movie's gonna be coming out on June 16th now, which is like a week or two earlier than originally planned. Hooray!
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. I'll have to watch it and talk about it on this very show.
I have a feeling like it's just contractually obligated that they have to do it. They have to release it.
Yeah, there's got to be some contract BS that it's got to get done.
We also got the first poster for Blue Beetle.
Yeah, it looks like a movie poster.
It looks like a beetle.
I like the font they used for the date. That's cute. I like that spray paint font when it shows up.
Considering the colors, I have a feeling this is going to be very. I wouldn't say this is like this will be in the past, but it has a very Blinding Lights by Weekend vibe.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know how I feel about the scare being run through a Bayformers filter.
it's not that bad.
Yeah, it's not terribly segmented, but just the segmentation and the extra detailing. I'm like kind of sick of that in movies, but okay.
It's to make it look better on camera because the detail makes it. Because having just a large swath of color is hard for the eye.
You know what else I learned about this movie the other day?
Um,
George Lopez apparently has a major role in it.
what if he's the first Blue Beetle?
Mm,
Not like the second Blue Beetle that everyone knows, like the very, very first one.
that could be interesting. I don't know. I forget if we know who his character is. I just saw that. I just found out that he was in it the other day, and apparently people are already saying his performance is really good.
Yeah. George Lopez seems to be on a comeback. My mother enjoys his new sitcom.
Oh, okay. I knew he had a new sitcom, but I haven't learned anything about it. Just because I was half worried it was going to be the same thing as Tim Allen's new sitcom, which is just here's my same jokes from my old sitcom, but now with political machinations.
No, George Lopez's new sitcom is much more of like he is an older man and life has moved past him, and it is a co-show with his real life daughter, and like them being comedic foils.
Interesting. Maybe I'll check that out.
I don't know, but hey, we got a new look for Joker 2.
Yeah, they started shooting that this week, and so they put out a still. Looks like a movie. I still haven't seen the first one.
Joker is looks cute. Yeah, no, it looks cute. Joker is baby's first existential 70s movie. And it's what you show someone before you show them Taxi Driver.
Yeah, I have heard it has big Taxi Driver and energy. Yeah.
But you show it to them before they do Taxi Driver.
Mm-hmm. Did he get arrested at the end of that movie?
I think so.
Okay. So I think like this might open with him getting put into Arkham and having and getting shaved, and maybe that's where Lady Gaga's Harley Quinn comes in.
Yeah. Hey, guess what? We have DC animated projects coming to Amazon.
Yeah, apparently they've been working on a big old deal to get things brought over to them, like the direct-to-DVD movies and all the other animated shows and stuff they're working on. Sure, fine. I don't have an Amazon Prime subscription, but like if more people get their eyes on DC stuff and hopefully like it, then that's good for everybody, right?
Yeah. They're not going to make more Supergirl comics, I'm sorry.
Oh.
Give me the Superman. Yeah, no. When is that Superman cartoon coming out? I've been hyped for it.
Uh, Eventually.
Yeah.
The last time I heard anything about it is when we got those stills.
Yeah. Hey, guess what? It's almost February, and you know what that means. It's almost Black History Month. So Marvel's doing a bunch of variant covers featuring their prominent black characters.
Oh my god.
Like
Look at
Blade.
that. Look at Blade.
Look at Storm.
Oh my god, it's Storm.
Look at Monroe.
Monroe, my favorite.
I couldn't remember her superhero. Photon.
Yeah. Monica Rambeau.
Monica and Rambeau. Yeah. Wakanda Forever Marvel voices. I really enjoy the Marvel voices and Marvel Pride and Marvel Identity things they play out.
No, Buster, not your birthday. It's black people.
It's black people. Black Panther. Yeah.
Comics. They're happening.
There's some good
does
covers.
Look kind of radiant blacky, doesn't she?
I mean, that's Monica's costume. That's Photon's costume. That's what it's been for forever.
Great.
Hey, guess what?
What?
We're getting a Hellcat series.
Oh yeah, that's right. Christopher Cantwell is taking Hellcat and giving her a little mini because apparently he's still got stuff to do with her now that he's done with his Iron Man run. Are you gonna read this, Boingo?
I mean, I enjoyed her character in Iron Man, so I'll probably just do it to get the finish of it, you know?
Yeah. I liked her in the first season and a half of Netflix Jessica Jones, but I know very little about her from comics. So I'll probably skip this.
Oh, yeah. No, it's totally fair for you to skip it. It makes sense for you to skip it. It's just... I enjoyed her in Iron Man.
Mm-hmm. By the way, I'm very intentional with that. It's not that I finished Jessica Jones. Her character just goes to shit halfway through that second season.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Hey, Aki.
Hey, Aki. Welcome to the shit show.
We've had some technical troubles. I redo a powerbomb while you listen to the show. Good, because do a powerbombs later on, so you have plenty of time to finish.
You're gonna cry. You're gonna cry, bitch.
Gonna cry, gonna cry, gonna cry, gonna cry, gonna cry, gonna cry,
gonna cry. We have fun here.
We want everybody to cry about the power of wrestling and muscles.
Mm-hmm.
And love. And pro wrestling orangutans.
It's what's best in life.
Genuinely, do a powerbomb is so good.
It's pretty good.
You know what I would love to see happen?
What?
I would love to see Kenny Omega do a cosplay entrance of Cobra Sun.
Man, oh man, oh man.
We need to put Duo Powerbomb in his hands because he would love Duo Powerbomb.
Mm-hmm. I think a lot of wrestlers would love Duo Powerbomb if they gave it a shot.
Yeah.
John Moxley would love Duo Powerbomb.
Oh yeah, because there's a whole issue about. We will get back to New Japan's movie.
Well, yeah, let's save this for the final issue when we get to it later. Let's talk
I'm
about the
opening
news.
the last bit of news.
Oh. Well then, while you're doing that, let's vamp with this. I got new Marvel Legends week. I got new Marvel Legends this week, everybody.
Yeah.
Because I said I would do this while you're opening the toy news. First up, I got U.S. Agent from the Controller Wave, who kind of caps off my Captain America team. Because I already had a Cap I'm perfectly happy with, and Captain Carter, forgot her code name for a second there.
Do you have Captain Falcon?
I have regular Falcon. I have Winter Soldier, and now I've got this dickhead. And together they are Patriotic Sentai Cap Ranger.
You know who you should also get if they ever make it?
What?
Nomad.
If they make the Nomad that's in comics now, I would definitely get him.
Oh, current Nomad looks hype as fuck.
Yeah. But no, this dude's pretty solid. I do find myself aching for some butterfly joints, but other than that, he's very good. Interchangeable hands. You get most of the hands you want. I feel like he should have a pointing hand, but I did notice the other day while I was taking photos, which is why my shelves are kind of a shambles at the moment because I took them apart to take photos yesterday. But my 20th anniversary cap comes with a pointing hand that looks just fine on this guy. They have the same shade gloves and boots I noticed, and the exact same belt part. So
You know
very,
what?
very
I just had a thought of a
what's up?
like a redesign for U.S. Agent's Shield. That would just
Mm-hmm.
be like it would be a little hacky, but it'd be hilarious.
What's
Make
up?
a thin blue line.
Oh, I'd be embarrassingly down for that. But yeah, this dude is really solid. Perfectly fine representation of the character, and I probably won't get another one if they ever make another U.S. agent. But that's not even the main event, folks, because I did get the much hyped Daredevil free pack in from Hasbro Pulse this week. It's my finally pre-order of the year, and I'm fairly satisfied with it. Let's go from worst to best. Elektra, I really want to like her. She has a lot of good things going for her, but her hair and this friggin' skirt piece are just such huge hindrances to her posing that it gets really, really frustrating at times. And I can only get her in like one or two good poses, but she does look great. It's a really nice alt look for the character. And frickin', do I have the accessories here? Yes. Okay. The new Miller ass head sculpt they did up for her. Like, just look at that. That is wonderful. That's how I'm normally going to have her displayed with that head on.
God damn! Look at all that hair.
Yeah. Bullseye was actually really surprising. I thought I was going to hate this figure because it looked like it was Bucky Cat body in the renders, and the blue looked way worse. It looked really shiny and like it stuck out. But on the actual figure, it's kind of a subdued shade, and it feels very appropriate, weirdly. And this is freaking Pizza Spidey. I was not expecting this to be on Pizza Spidey body, and I was not expecting to enjoy Pizza Spidey body all that much because my actual Pizza Body Spider-Man, Pizza Spider-Man, we'll shorten it to that. It's late.
Huzzah,
Uh,
man!
Yeah, the original figure, like I know yours is really good, but I just got a bum copy. Mine, the tolerances were all messed up. I never had fun with that figure. This though, this is a really fun villain figure. I love just contorting him into all kinds of like wild I'm gonna get you poses and stuff like that. The effects part he comes with for throwing knives is really neat, and the unmasked screaming head. I know it came with the original one of him that they did like years and years ago, but it just looks so wild and fun. Like this is a great surprise figure. Um, but obviously Matthew is the star of the show because he's on that Renew Your Vows body that everybody loves because it's pinless and it's got toe articulation. But I gotta say, I'm officially not into toe articulation. It is a pain in the ass to balance at all times. I'd much rather just balance him on the whole foot. Like, for some crouching poses, I can understand why you'd want it, but, like, I can only get him to hold those poses for half a second. Otherwise, though, fantastic. Absolutely everything I was wanting from him. From what we saw in the renders, the rope effects parts for swinging the billy clubs around are actually really fun to pose with. I was not expecting that. One tiny little gripe, I do wish his double Ds were just a bit more pronounced because you can only kind of see them unless you've got them in hand. Like they look pretty clear here, but I feel like they could have used like a nice black stroke to them to make them stand out a bit more. Otherwise, though, he poses like a dream, and he looks almost exactly how you'd want Daredevil to look. Maybe a bit more beefy in the chest area would be nice, but as is, this is a perfectly good Daredevil figure. And I don't think I'll be going in on another one anytime soon. Marvel Legends has been doing so good this year, man. Like a lot of figures that I'm just like, yes, that's good. I don't need another one of those anytime soon. I got a Captain America that I feel that way about. I got a Doctor Strange I feel that way about. I got a I said Captain America. I got Spider-Man. I got U.S. Agent. I got Daredevil. Like, friggin' Dwight and Dan and Ryan are hitting it out of the park this year. They've had a great year of releases, I feel like.
Nice.
Hi, Nightmare.
Hello, Hell Nightmare.
How you doing? Have you enjoyed this little factoid review segment here on the No Prize podcast? I hope you did.
Hey, guess what?
What's up?
Venom's gonna go head-to-head with Doctor Doom.
Oh yeah, there's a new fucking Lethal Protector series that's coming from the same team that wrote and drew the original Lethal Protector.
Basically, Marvel's been doing a thing of like, hey, classic comics run guys.
Oh,
You want to come back and do a new story in your old run? Sure. Here you go. That's this.
Yeah. I'm probably going to skip this. I've never even read the original Lethal Protector, and I don't think I particularly want to.
Yeah. It's for people who like that era of the comic and they want some more.
Mm-hmm.
We also got some villain variants for Spider-Gwen.
Yeah, these aren't just variants. There's going to be a whole frickin' Spider-Gwen getting cloned into a bunch of different Spider-Man villains miniseries that's happening.
That's cute.
Called Shadow Clones.
Oh my
and
god,
I'm just like,
she's Naruto.
Right? And like, are we really that creatively bankrupt? Are we really at the point where we're just putting Gwen Stacy in straight up fan art fetish wear?
I mean, if Marvel isn't, someone's going to.
That's true. Like, it's just the thing is, none of these look terribly creative, and I'm pretty sure I've seen a couple of them on Tumblr before.
Is this
like
Greg
I've
Land?
seen.
Oh yeah,
I've
this is
seen
Greg
them.
Land. Of course he's doing the pinups. He traces over porn.
Yeah. Like that, Doc Ock and frickin' Craven are literally the exact same pose. And oh my god, I didn't even realize. So our Sandman and Ryan's the Sandman Gwen is doing.
Oh no, it's not a Rule 34 artist. This guy's been at Marvel for years.
Greg Land has been at Spider-Man longer than some of you have been alive.
And he's shit. He's not good. He traces over porn and barely hides it.
Yeah, but he turns his shit in on time, so they've never fired him.
Yep. We're also getting a new Doc Strange book.
Yeah, and it's by the same writer. It's just Doctor Strange is coming back to life, so we can call the book Doctor Strange again.
Yeah.
Everybody knew this was happening. This is not remotely a surprise. But
it's also like a good story. It's been a good story.
It's been a good story. It just, I don't know. It's been so predictable that I'm like, all right. Okay.
Also,
yeah.
Alex Ross doing covers.
I mean, man, look at that.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Dull surprise, but it's like dull and they're like, oh, okay, cool. I expected you to be there.
Dull surprise, but like the fun MST Free K dull surprise.
It's like when you put in a piece of bread and you forget and it pops up and you go like, oh crap, toast.
Yeah.
Dan Mora.
Yeah.
Dan Mora is doing some Action Comics.
Yeah, so this is the cover that they revealed the new Action Comics lineup a few months back, you'll remember. Mm-hmm. But it's been modified in this new sharing by Dan Mora to where John has more hair because he used to have fades on the side. And frickin' new Super Dash Man or Hyphen Man, he's just completely shaved bald. They took his hair and gave it to John.
Chinese Superman.
Yeah.
I can't remember his real name. I can't remember his civilian identity.
It's an incredibly minor thing, but I think it's hilarious.
Yeah. I may pick up Action Comics when this happens, because Because I like it being like a big fun dumb family, and I like the
Yeah.
costumes.
Yeah, I'd like to talk about Action Comics with you. Give that a try in January.
Wonder Woman, Shazam, do miniseries. They're teaming up. They're doing shit.
I got excited about this for a half minute, then I found out it's a frickin' Dark Crisis tie-in.
Oh, gross. Because come on, that would have just been a good tie-in, like good crossover miniseries, because they both deal with gods.
Yeah, it's not optimal. Hopefully it'll actually be good. I don't know. Somebody tell me when it's over.
Yeah. Superman Lost miniseries announced by DC.
This is
Superman.
actually really interesting because this is going to be who is writing this again? I remember like picking up an eyebrow when I saw it. Yeah, it's Christopher Priest writing a mini series about Superman just being lost in deep space. It's essentially going to be his Tom King Superman book.
Huh. All right, cool.
Yeah, I want to give this a shot. Hopefully it's good.
I was gonna make a joke about how he landed on the island and he finds the vault and
God damn it.
Nuzlocke. Hey, we're at toys now.
Yay!
She-Hulk Hot Toys. It certainly looks like She-Hulk, and it's certainly a hot toy.
It looks very accurate. Congrats.
It looks good.
Congratulations, Hot Toys. You did it again. Are you actually going to give us Daredevil and Kevin? Because you're teasing them.
I mean, She-Hulk looks good. Also, that Daredevil looks cool.
Yeah. Look how tiny he is. Look at that manlet.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. He's not a manlet. He's like 6'1" kind of a dude. She's just 8 feet tall.
Mm-hmm. Don't love the seamless arms and legs, but like that's Hot Toys part of course, so I can't get too mad about it.
We got Hulk.
Yeah.
The poses they're doing with this face sculpt is just like some of them are good, some of them aren't great.
Yeah, like that one where she's holding the thing and doing the arms looks all right.
Yeah. But overall, it's She-Hulk. Yeah, it's a Hot Toys.
Yeah.
On to the next thing.
Ba-dum-ba-ba-dum-bum.
Iron Man Mark 42 by 30. Look at that. Look at this boy.
Oh my god, it's one of the worst looking Iron Man armors.
Yeah, it's not great.
I love Iron Man 3 as a movie, but I don't love this armor design. I don't like the overwhelming use of gold. I think the coming apart gimmick is stupid and makes no sense.
Well, here's the thing. That's how Iron Man suits worked in the comics for years. They were just doing something from it, and they were just making it a gag.
Yeah. And it also just like the way it works in the comics, it's more I forget what the exact like visual depiction of it is, but in the comics it always comes off as more believable. For some reason in the movie where they have like each little piece of armor have its own propulsion system, I'm just like, that is absolute bullshit.
Yeah, and because I think in the comics it's like arm, leg, torso, pant, like waist, helmet.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's like that.
Yeah, but like in the movie, the frickin' faceplate has its own propulsion system.
Yeah. I think the big problem is there's not enough red.
Yeah. It
But
really
hey,
needs that red to register as Iron Man, doesn't it?
But hey, if you like this suit, they're making a toy out of it. Guess what? Black Panther DLX 30.
I want to be into this because, like, it's cool to see them expanding outside of Iron Man armors, but also, like, oh man, those proportions don't look accurate. It looks
No.
like they've been making too many Iron Man armors.
Yeah. Because it just looks a little thin.
Mm-hmm. It looks a little thin, but also a little too bulky in places. Like that upper chest just looks like it's way too big for the rest of the body.
Yeah. Some poses of that pose it does not look fine.
Yeah.
Some poses it looks okay. Like just standing straight, it looks fine.
Mm-hmm.
Just certain dynamic poses that don't look great.
Yeah, and you buy figures with that level of articulation for their dynamicism, so...
SH Figure Arts Carnage.
Yeah, it's the movie Carnage that completely misses the point of Carnage by making him a big giant monster mash.
No, Carnage is an asshole who just wants to kill and murder and maim.
And he's small. Carnage should be smaller than Venom, but quicker. That's what makes him scary.
Yeah.
If you like that movie, please be excited for this probably $50 to $80 action figure.
Yeah. I don't want that. I want Carnage should be like chick. Yeah, Carnage is tiny, weird, and gross. Hey, guess what? We're getting an android Stan Lee.
Oh boy, let's make more money off of this dead man. Let's fucking go.
You know damn well Stan would be fine with it.
Oh yeah. I like making that joke because Jesus.
It looks adorable. I would.
I
have
do
one.
like that he comes with a flip hand. That's a nice touch.
Is that his wedding? Oh, he has his wedding ring.
Oh hey.
He has his wedding ring.
I don't think the Marvel Legends even had that.
It's adorable though.
Yeah.
We talked about these technically, but not extensively.
Yeah, we did a little bit of talk about these on components last night, but that won't be out till Friday. There was a big Marvel Legends fan stream, last one of the year, this past Tuesday, I believe it was. And they started off by recapping some stuff that had recently gone up for pre-order, and then showing the Assault Team free packs. We originally thought at PulseCon these were going to be a retro-carded wave, but apparently it's a couple free packs that are now going up for pre-order, or are already up for pre-order. And I feel pretty much the same way I did about them when they were renders. They look neat, but I only really want one out of each pack. I kind of want Banshee, and I kind of want Forge. Because we're not getting a Banshee in his default costume anytime soon. And Forge actually looks better than the Caliban Wave Forge, in my opinion.
Yeah, these could also be really good for like Danger Room.
Mm-hmm. But hey, if you really want to recreate that one X-Men issue where on the cover everybody dressed like Cyclops so he would believe that they're his friends, here you go.
Everyone loves Cyclops. Come on. You know damn well if like Cyclops were to go up against Magneto and Charles and just go like, "Hey, they're doing fucked up shit." 99% of the mutants would follow in line with Cyclops.
Probably.
That's a good looking Forge.
That is a good looking Forge, but I'm not paying $80 for a free pack with two other figures I don't want.
Look at that American Indian man.
Mm-hmm.
People forget. People forget that.
Hopefully I can find him loose someday.
Wolverine, we got Blob.
Yeah, Blob was officially revealed finally, and he looks great. I especially love the head articulation because apparently they just carved out a huge pauldron and put a ball joint down in there because he's got some crazy range, and it all looks natural.
Oh, he looks great.
Much needed update, and they knocked it out of the park.
You read all of Doom. It has not been that long to read all Do All About. Jesus.
Buster reads fast. We've established this.
Yeah, but if you read too fast, you miss details.
Yeah. Also, everybody on the subreddit bitching about the price of this thing. It's a huge chunk of plastic. The prices went up at the start of the year. Knock it off.
Yeah. The packaging. We got Rogue. She looks cool. Not the Rogue costume I would want, but looks cool.
Outback Rogue. I know a lot of people like this era, but like Rogue had 3 different looks during this era, and this is just one of them. I have seen a lot of people do customs of this costume. So like
I prefer
hopefully that satisfies them.
I prefer leather jacket era Rogue.
I prefer the like scarf and buttoned up jacket look that was kicking off in the late 2000s.
We got animated Kraven.
Yeah, they said this is a store exclusive, but they don't know where yet. But man, I'm hyped for this because I don't have a comic Craven yet, and honestly, this kind of tickles the itch a little bit more than the comic Cravens they've done for me, just because like I was introduced to Craven for the '90s show.
It's not quite like Evolution Rogue. It's
It's
close.
that same color palette.
Yeah, but that's always been Rogue's color palette.
Mhm.
The only thing I'm sad because he doesn't come with. He doesn't have a shotgun,
Yeah,
so you
I
can't
think they
do
did.
Craven Last Hunt stuff.
They did do a Craven Last Hunt 2-pack though, like
Yeah.
years ago, and I think that came with a shotgun.
Uh, uh, PlayStation Spider-Man.
Yeah, this is him on the Renew Your Vows body. I'm low key interested in this. Like, I will pick it up at a sale interested because it is the first Spider Man figure they've done that comes with all their web effects in one package.
Yeah.
That being said, I hate the PS4 suit. I think the big white symbol is stupid. I think the contrast is all wrong on the blue and the red, and the weird like gauntlet gloves don't work for me.
It's meant
Um,
to look good for a video game.
yeah, but like I would buy this just for the effects and put the figure in a bin.
Like having the big white spider's good for just like being able to quickly see where you are on screen.
Mhm. But hey, it's on the Renew Your Vows body. And there was actually a funny moment where like Dan Yoon was like, I'm sure everybody's gonna be super happy about this one. And Dwight was like, why? And Ryan went, is it on the Renew Your Vows body? And then there was like this audible pause, and Dan went, I don't remember. And then like 2 seconds later on Twitter, everybody was like, yeah, it's Renew Your Vows. You can see the toe joints. Uh,
We also have Quentin Quire, our favorite piece of shit.
Yeah, they just showed off the whole next X-Men wave minus the Build-A-Figure, which is pretty exciting. They said they'll show the Build-A-Figure at a later date, but first up is Modern Quentin Quire, which had a bunch of people upset because a bunch of people don't read modern X-Men comics but still collect toys for some reason. I'm super excited about this. Like, I want both of Quentin's looks, but the fact that we're getting this one, the fact that we're getting a Quentin Quire figure, period, when he's never had an action figure before, makes me so happy.
It's great. We got Fang from the Shi'ar Empire.
This is one of two dudes I had literally never heard of before this stream, but I know some people are excited about him because there's a lot of people who have been asking for more Shi'ar characters for a while. So hey, good for them.
You know what you could easily do?
Turn him into Werewolf by Night.
No, you could get a Dawkins figure and change the heads, and you have current Dawkins. Because this is Dawkins' current costume.
Yeah, you could do that. How about that?
We got Chamber.
I'd also never heard of this guy before, but I love him already just because he looks like frickin' Endeavor from My Hero Academia.
I can't remember her name.
Monet.
Monet.
I think this is her first costume.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I'd never heard of her before the Hickman era, so nice that she's finally getting a figure. I don't personally care for this look, though. I think it looks a little too chunky.
You got Corsair.
I do care for Corsair, though. I have all the time in the world for 70s Space Daddy. He looks great. I love that they put him on the Vulcan body. And he's coming with a sword and a big dumb space gun, and really that's all you need.
And we got semi-current Emma Frost. This isn't current Emma Frost.
It's specifically astonishing Emma, they said. And I'm super happy this figure is happening. I've been asking for a new modern Emma for a while. Don't love the big traffic cone cape situation she's got going on there. Hopefully some soft goods third parties can hook us up.
Yeah. We got Astonishing Cyclops.
Probably the most exciting reveal out of this wave for me, honestly, because like Astonishing Cyclops is tied with Hoxpox Cyclops for my favorite Cyclops look. And Hoxpox Cyclops, I love him. He's a great figure, but he's on the Bucky Cat body. This looks to be a brand new body because those suit lines are sculpted in, and it seems to be a very similar build and level of articulation to the Vulcan body. So, oh man, within 2 years, we get a full Summers family, the bros and the dad, all on similar builds that look appropriate for their characters. Oh, I gotta have this, and I gotta retroactively go back and get Vulcan and Havoc from that wave, and I'm gonna have to get Corsair. Like, this is the most excited I've been about an X-Men wave in a little while. This is really good reveals.
The only thing is, you would also need to get Cable for the Sun. Get Scott's son.
And I need to get a version of Jean, even though I hate most of Jean's looks.
Her current look is great.
Her current look is great. They just haven't made it yet.
Because it's just her Hellfire Gala costume.
Mm-hmm.
With flats instead of heels.
And she doesn't have the cape anymore.
Yeah. So.
The teases.
The teases. We got these 3 things.
A golf club, a rose, and a little space scrimblow who originally came packed with Ch'od back in the old Toy Biz days. So a lot of people are going, oh, I bet the Build-A-Figure for this wave is Ch'od. Because more Shi'ar. And the Rose is probably that actual guy. We're probably getting Marvel Legends Rose next year. Which, yeah, okay, I'll take him.
And the golf club, I have no idea, though I did bring up a certain character who might be.
Yeah, there's like a Morlock who's done some golfing recently, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's kind of, they showed off Strife. Yeah, that's it for that.
Overall, really good stream to wrap up the year. Loved all the reveals. I'm not going to be getting everything they showed, and probably not getting any pre-ordering or getting any of it day one, but eventually a lot of this stuff will end up back there. So good job, guys. A lot of fun banter as well. Ryan did say at one point, for a tease, just a verbal tease, that next year there will be another figure with bendy wire incorporated into it in some point. So please, for the love of God, give me a new Doc Ock.
Maybe Doc Ock, maybe Scorp.
We just got a Scorpion on the retro card with the bendy wire tail. So I'm hoping, give me either like No Way Home. Doc Ock has been rumored for a long time, and like that'd be great. I'd probably get that if it had bendy wire. But like, can we get Doc Ock in the white suit from the comics, please? Please, that's the look I want.
Hey, guess what?
What?
That's your figure arts, Black Adam.
Oh, look at Dwayne.
Here's the thing.
Look at Dwayne.
That face doesn't immediately make me think Dwayne. That makes me think Vin Diesel.
You'd love to hear that.
Oh yeah. It's Black Adam.
Go buy your $50 Dwayne figure.
That's not The Rock.
Yeah.
You can buy The Rock. Hey, look, it's DC Multiverse Shazam period.
Yeah, time to talk about all the Todd shit from the last couple weeks. We got a full look at this Shazam figure. It looks fine.
Who posed that? That looks awful.
Yeah, their stock photography people at the best. I don't like that.
It's so like gross.
Mm-hmm.
Gross.
You can make those figures look good. They just don't.
Here's the thing. The figure doesn't look bad. It's just the posing looks like shit.
Yeah. They gotta snipe someone from Hasbro or something.
Just find someone on Instagram who poses them well.
Yeah, do you not have D Amazing's email?
We got another Batman. DC versus Vampire Batman.
Oh boy, that book I didn't read this just looks like the Hush Batman with a new head.
Alright, what the fuck it. We got Eradicator, which that looks good.
Yeah.
It's Eradicator. Eradicator's cool.
That looks like an Eradicator. Congratulations, you did it.
We're so proud of you.
Way to go, Todd.
We got Arkham Knight. When he messes with my city, we got Earth 2 Batman. Look at that.
Did this happen in Arkham Knight? Did Earth 2 Batman show up in that game? I don't remember that. I watched playthroughs.
Maybe this is an alternate costume.
Lame.
It looks cool.
Does it though?
Yeah, it looks cool enough. More of the Kenner style toys.
Yeah, DC Superpowers, the revival is continuing with Nightwing, Deathstroke, and Wonder Woman. That Wonder Woman looks real awkward.
That Nightwing looks fine.
Yeah, Deathstroke looks okay too.
Yeah. Those are way too expensive to like just give to a 5-year-old, which is what the toys are meant for.
Yeah. And they revealed a whole new wave of 66 Batman. We're getting black and white Burt Ward because the show was broadcast in black and white.
And black and white Riddler.
Yeah. Look at that. Look at that bait for 80-year-olds.
And Egghead.
Egghead's cool. I like that they're going that deep. I like that they're giving frickin' what's his name? They're giving Nick Cage a figure to buy.
Yeah.
Because remember, he said he wanted to play Egghead in the live action movies.
We also got Dick Tracy in Flat Top box set.
Yeah, because
cool.
Don't forget, everybody, Dick Tracy is technically a comic character.
Yeah.
And Mezco has the license, and they teased this a long time ago. They're doing a box set of him and one of his most iconic villains, who you probably never heard of. But like, these look really good. Mezco always knocks it out of the park. If I had the money and the slightest interest in Dick Tracy, I would probably pick these up.
They look good.
Yeah.
That's a very square head.
I love how cartoonishly square that head looks. Good stuff.
It looks straight out of the pencils.
Mm-hmm.
But that's all the news.
We did the news! Oh my news!
Now it's time to talk about the comics that we were going to talk about last week, but also the comics we're going to talk about this week.
We have many comics to discuss tonight. We will be out.
So hey, Vac.
Yes.
You want to tell the people about Nightwing?
Yes, Nightwing Annual 2022. This ended up being an incredibly important issue because this is Heartless's backstory. We finally got it, everybody. We finally found out what the fuck his deal is. And it's that he's a fucking inversion of Nightwing. He has a sadistic backstory that mirrors the backstory for Nightwing that's been lined out in this book via flashbacks of like, he had a butler who loved and raised him, but his butler was a fucking assassin thief man who was trying to steal money from his parents and then decided to stay because he realized that Heartless was like him in that he was a goddamn psychopath and enjoys watching pain. He's like a little Prince Joffrey. So he arranged for Heartless's parents to be killed and then raised him himself by showing him like graphic, horrific events that actually tie into Nightwing's own backstory because Heartless was freaking there the day the Graysons got murdered and it was like one of the best days of his life. He thought it was awesome.
Oh, so it's just a total shitbag.
Yeah, Heartless is a complete fucker, and also he's been trying to make himself stronger by stealing hearts from people who are stronger than him, and at the end of this, he gets frickin', what's his name? Blockbuster's heart transplanted into him, and he's apparently going to be a super strong man when he next shows up in the book, so big scary times are about to happen.
He is not from Kingdom Hearts.
No.
All right, anything else you want to say about Nightwing?
It's good, I liked it.
Nice. Hey, tell me about Red Sonja.
Yeah, Unbreakable Red Sonja issue 2. This was super interesting because it ended up being like a really interesting kind of character exploration that gave me, a Red Sonja novice, a much better eye into the character because obviously the last issue ended with, hey, oh my god, it's my younger self. So like the whole first chunk of this is just trying to prove to her younger self that she is who she says she is, and being like, you remember that thing that happened with that thing, and our whole like impetus for being a superhero-esque character. Remember what happened with our family? And I'm like, I don't, but I'm taking notes. I'm taking notes. Yes, okay, I'm checking the wiki. That is accurate. All right, thank you. But they basically figure out like, okay, there something weird happened with magic. We're gonna have to go find the people who did it and fix it. And the best way to keep the secret is for my younger self to pretend that she's my daughter, which leads to them running into a band of thieves. And for a second they're like, oh god, are we gonna have to fight these dudes? And then they turn out to be pretty chill. And then an army of zombies comes and attacks them and kills all the thieves. And Sonya has to like make a desperate escape because because she can't just run blindly into battle because she's a barbarian warrior lady. It's like, oh, my younger self is here and she's more defenseless than I am, and if she gets killed, I automatically get killed. So that's fucked. And also she's just a lot more emotional than Red Sonja is. Like, Red Sonja as an adult is apparently a lot more closed off and just ready to be a warrior badass person. But the kid sees all these fucking zombies and she just starts crying and like has to be comforted by her older self. And I found that super interesting. I don't know if I've ever seen that in a time travel story before, so that was cool. And it pretty much just ends off with them escaping. So I'm still finding this book fairly interesting as somebody who's never read Red Sonja before, so gonna keep going with it.
Nice. You also read Detective Comics.
Oh boy, are you ready for my one negative review this week?
Oh shit, really?
Yeah, Detective Comics kind of shit the bed.
Oh.
Because I was really enjoying this book, but in this annual, they do the same thing the Nightwing annual did, which was, let's flesh out some backstory here. Let's explain why things are happening the way they are in this book. Because we find out that back when Gotham was just a colony, a bunch of spooky bullshit happened that kind of set up the stuff the villains and the new villains Ram V has introduced are doing. But it's done by way of saying, like, versions of all the Batman characters existed hundreds of years ago. And I gotta say, that is my least favorite thing. I don't like that when you do it. Like, there's ways to do it that are cool. Like, if it's Grant Morrison making Bruce Wayne time travel, or if it's Marvel 1602 and that turns out to be a retcon future thing, that's fine. But when you say, like, actual versions of these characters that aren't these characters existed centuries before them, that feels really stupid and forced. I hate that shit.
Well, fair enough.
Yeah.
The costume looks good.
Yeah, it's a cool costume. It'll make for a good Todd McFarlane figure, but, like, if that's the direction we're going, if we're doing a bunch of retcon bullshit, I'm out. Sorry.
Hey, guess what? We both read Captain America, Symbol of Truth.
Yeah, this issue was great, because Ian's back, and oh boy, is he a fucker.
Oh yeah, son of Captain America.
Mm-hmm.
He's Nomad. I'm trying to remember what they were doing. They're doing a
they
mission.
go into, like, a heavily conflicted country that I think might be an allegory for Ukraine, and they're trying to defuse some things, and Ian just keeps doing fuckboy shit, and Steve is like, why are you doing fucking Sam, 2 S names, sorry. Sam is like, why are you doing fuckboy shit? Steve raised you better than that. And he's like, you don't fucking know me. And that's the whole issue.
And besides, we're on a fucking covert mission. It's fine to kill. We shouldn't have to kill. Adopted son in an alternate dimension, and he kind of came. It's complicated.
Yeah, but read the run where it happened. Rick Remender's Captain America is really damn good. I have
that was also the first. That was like the first Sam Cap era.
It led into it.
Yeah. I mean, he was already Captain America.
No, that was a few years before that, man.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
No! Because Comic Pop did a fucking thing about it. He was Captain America.
No.
Different run?
The run where Ian is introduced and eventually becomes Nomad right at the end of it, that is Rick Remender's Captain America. The run where Ian first gets to do stuff as Nomad, and Sam becomes Captain America. That is Nick Spencer's Captain America. There's like a run between those two.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Either way,
I
good
forget
issue.
who it is though.
You read Rogue Sun issue 8?
Yeah, good ass issue of Rogue Sun, because we're getting more into just kind of fleshing out the Rogues Gallery and kind of like what the life situation for our main character is. Because he wakes up and it's like, hey, you've been just kind of lazing around the house for weeks. You need to go back to school, and also we hired you a personal trainer because you may have superpowers, but like you still got to be able to do shit, or the armor's not going to work properly. And he's like, "Man, this sucks. We got your car fixed." Okay, because he's a teenager and he's a bit of a shitbag. Also, at the meantime, Buster Suave is back, and he has a couple goons who apparently have a connection to his backstory, and he goes and drafts them in to do a big old fight attack scheme, and Rogue Sun shows up to stop it, and he ends up beating them, but Suave escapes. But one of the henchmen gets killed, and we find out that henchman had a son that he really cared about, and the son finds out, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna fucking kill Rogue Sun," and he gets an offer from the devil. So we got a new villain being introduced that's more specifically for this version of Rogue Sun, and that's kind of interesting. Also, there's some interpersonal relationship shit. Like he makes up with his half sister, and his girlfriend may potentially be getting back with him. All that kind of fun shit. There's a lot going on in this issue, and it's all very good. I like this issue a lot.
All right. We both read Strange.
Yeah, this is okay issue.
Yeah, no, Strange, conduit of death, finally comes home, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, we love you, Strange," and they're able to hug and touch him. But Clea is currently the Sorcerer Supreme, an embodiment of life, and she's like, "We can't touch each other right now because it would be shit." And we get a backstory for our bad guys that we've been dealing with.
Yeah, this is like 70% flashback, isn't it?
It's a good flashback.
It's a cool flashback. It's a big magical prison break, but like, man.
Also, the cover is beautiful.
Oh yeah, it's a great cover.
But it's good. Good issue.
Yeah.
Good solid issue is going to lead into the next issue. Really good.
It's all right.
We both read Exterminators, issue 3.
So this is the best comic that's currently happening at Marvel.
Because it's so dumb. It is so dumb.
It is literally just Kelly Thompson going full disaster by with all the best X-Girls, and I'm here for it. This is everything I could have asked for.
It is peak exploitation, because like it's just, hey,
the freaking boob gag in this issue, man. I about died laughing.
The boob gags, it's just like, hey, let's just put these characters in hot outfits and then rip them to shreds.
Mm-hmm. Like, this feels like it was written by a 14-year-old boy, but it's written by, like, a 33-year-old woman, which is amazing.
Yeah. It's a good issue. Good issue.
Also, the Collector's back.
Yeah. And also, we cut back to the framing device. They're talking to the Quiet Council, and they're going like, so what the fuck happened? It's great.
Yeah. There's an exercising joke. Very good.
Stillwater issue 5. Basically they try to hold a vote against the judge to like reveal the information, and the judge is like, "Nah, bitch, martial law. Fuck all y'all." And so everyone was like, "Oh, that sucks. We should be a democracy." And the judge goes, "Hey, fire at him. We can't die. Just shoot him." And so the guy goes, and so his like bailiff goes like, "All right," and just starts laying fire onto them, just shooting them.
Fucked.
Yeah, they can't die.
But I imagine it still hurts.
Oh, it does. They just can't die. So this is a great way to get rid of them.
Yikes.
So yeah. Also, the outside world is being suspicious about the friend.
Hmm.
So they're going to have to go plant a fake body.
Neat.
Yeah, but that's all last week. Now we're into this week's issues.
Oh boy.
We both read Captain America: Sentinel of Liberty.
This issue's pretty good.
This is Steve going like, all right, Bucky has an idea, has a plan, but that doesn't mean that I can't work on my own shit.
And Namor's like, why should you do that? Why don't you get on your fuckboy shit like me? I'm doing great.
Also, I love how Cap and Namor are just like, no, we're bros, we're friends.
Yeah.
Hello, old friend. Like,
Hmm.
Namor respects two people in this world, Sue and Steve.
Yeah.
That's it.
Hmm. Also, Cap gets to fuck in this issue. That's great.
Oh yeah, Cap gets to fuck.
Hmm.
Remember,
I love how him and Sharon fuck, and then 10 minutes later, there's a scene where Sharon and Peggy are just being nice to each other, and I'm like, whoa, that would not happen in the MCU.
yeah. But Steven symbols his team. It's Peggy. It's Sharon. It's Nick Fury Jr. It's Black Widow. It's Hawkeye. It's a bunch of other people. And like, I love Hawkeye's thing. It's just like, hey, I can't officially be here. Is this like anything Avenger official? Because I'm representing the Thunderbolts right now, and like that would be a conflict of interest.
Feels like friggin' Zdarsky saying he doesn't want to go to Marvel meetings anymore.
Uh, it's a good issue though.
Yeah, it's solid. It's good setup.
Yeah, it's good setup. We both read Daredevil.
This issue fucks.
This issue absolutely fucks.
Hmm.
I love Prison Abolition, the comic book.
Yes.
Um,
I'm trying to find it real quick so I can think of things to talk about. Hang on.
but basically, we see a bunch of the villains that they busted out going through therapy. Some are,
Stillman's in this issue!
yeah,
My boy!
lots of fucking today. Yeah, you're right.
Mhm.
There is lots of fucking today.
Hey, it's the modular media agenda. It's good comics with lots of fucking.
But it's a lot of characters. A lot of just people going like, "Hey, you're kind of on your bullshit, Matt," and he's like, "No, I'm actually on less bullshit, and I actually genuinely believe that these people can be reformed, and we need to be able to move forward, and prison's not the right course of action." And one of the guys basically goes like,
North is just like, but it's still a prison. They can't leave the island. They have to help you fight.
"Yeah," and one of the prisoners that they busted out, who's been like absolutely hating this, goes like, "Bro, you broke me out of jail. I can't go home. I'm a fugitive now."
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Like, what is your plan long term here, Matt? Are you gonna lawyer your way out of this somehow?
but it's good. It's still good. Also, Elektra's on a mission to assassinate a member of the Hand who infiltrated politics, but no one knew.
The American president.
Yeah. But everyone doesn't know that. So Iron Man shows up and it's like, "What the fuck are you doing, Elektra?" And it looks like they're implicated.
It gets on the news.
Yeah, on assassination.
Yeah. Also, Frank is ready to stab a motherfucker.
Frank is going to war. Frank is double going to war.
Frank's got a lot of war coming his way. It's a bloody good job that he's the Punisher.
Yeah. Speaking of Punisher,
He didn't even mean to do that.
yeah. This is unrelated to what's been going on in Daredevil. This is dealing with the Ares
I
plot.
feel like as soon as we get out of this arc, he's gonna start tying more directly into Daredevil.
Yeah. So, Ares is on the front porch with a Hand compound, and Frank's going like, "All right, I can go fight this. I'm gonna go fight this the way I want to fight this. Fuck the Hand. If you truly believe that I am basically your messiah, follow me. If not, get fucked."
Mhm. Meanwhile, his wife is really starting to question stuff, and he's just like, "Stay in bed; it'll be fine. If you hear people screaming and dying, don't get up."
but like she's like, no, something is fucked going on. I can't tell you right now because if I did, it would put you in danger. Do you trust me? Yes.
Mhm.
Okay.
Also, the flashbacks this week, man. Mm.
Okay, when this run started, people were going like, "Oh man, this ruins Frank's character because he was supposed to be a kind, loving husband and father until
No, it just makes him into a real, like, an actual soldier.
but like here's the thing, they were talking about that because like he was disturbed as a kid. This man's been suffering from PTSD since he was a child. Going into the army was just another way to deal with it, and now he's not in the military anymore, and so he's having to deal with it as a family, and he realizes he does love this woman, he does love his kids, and he's trying, but it hurts and like it's a lot of things to push through, and he's trying.
Shit's hard.
And like that's where it's gonna go of like, oh, they took his family, they ruined the one thing in his life that was going to help him.
Mhm. But like that scene where he's downstairs with the gun and she comes and comforts him. Oh man, that got me.
Also, I love he talks to his like elite guard who got trained off panel, and like the priest killed their family so they could be like Frank. He
Yeah,
just
and he's
looks,
like, that shit wasn't right. I'm sorry.
but like, yo, you guys are good fighters and you believe in me, so I'm gonna make it right for y'all, but will you fight with me? And they're like, fuck yeah.
Mhm.
Good shit.
Good shit.
Good Punisher.
God bless the
Also,
Punisher.
this is Jason Aaron. I think Aaron can't write ensemble. I think he can only write single character comics because his Thor one was
Yeah,
pretty
no, because
good.
like his four's great, and I know he's written other really good stuff. Didn't people love his Hulk run back in the day?
I think so. But I'm enjoying a Punisher run, so like I read Thor 29.
Hey, what's happening there?
Donny Cates is off the book because he's taking that time off for himself like he said he was.
Hmm.
So they're dealing with Thanos.
Well then,
He goes to talk to Valkyrie, not Valkyrie, the MCU Valkyrie who's now in the comics, that version of Valkyrie.
Hilda.
Brunhilde. Um, and he interrupts her date, and it's adorable because like she's making out with the girl in her apartment, and then a crow comes in and goes like, "Brune, your goddamn zombies want to eat me." And Thor has a half sister that's like 5, that's been that like from a previous run, I guess, that I'm not aware of.
Angela?
No, it's not Angela.
Okay.
Like a different character. She's like 5 years little girl. Um, and Corvus Glaive kidnaps her, so they're tracking him down. They get to an area of Jotunheim that like Rune says like, oh yeah, if you go in there, you kind of like you can't. You come out and you're a little crazy. Like she tells all these stories, and Thor goes like, yeah, but we gotta go save her. It's like, yeah, okay. And so they go in, they do all this stuff, and Thor's grandfather pops up, and Thor's like, what the fuck, grandfather? So yeah,
Is Thor's grandfather a pre-established character?
yes,
Cool.
yeah. We both read Immortal X-Men.
This issue was so cool.
This is Mr. Sinister trying to get out of some bullshit, so he just keeps resetting the timeline with his Moira clones.
Legit, I have not enjoyed an X issue this good this much since Jonathan Hickman left. This felt like that old Hickman magic.
And basically, he's trying to he's trying to like solve a problem, and he keeps resetting time, and it keeps failing because Destiny's there.
Mm-hmm. So he's like, shit, I gotta take out Destiny first. Because he's going to do a thing in the Quiet Council. He's going to fuck their shit up. I think he's going to kill someone else, and then Destiny is just like, yo, Mystique, Sinister's about to kill this person. You should shoot him. And he's like, okay, well, reset the timeline, because he's got all those Moiras. And then he goes and tries and kills her first, and then another thing, and another thing, and another thing. And it's just a whole issue of that. And it's fun, dumb, time travel sci-fi bullshit.
And I'm trying to remember why he's doing it. Because I think it's
Someone was going to expose or say something that would lead to him getting exposed.
of what his grand plan is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um. And the reason why he keeps doing it the same day instead of going back farther, because if he goes, the only further back save point he has is before Judgment Day, and he doesn't want to do that again.
Yeah. Also, it's like mostly written from Kate Pryde's perspective. So, like, this is the most I've gotten exposed to her character in a while.
Yeah, it's good. He keeps trying robots, and they keep failing.
But eventually, the timeline we end up with is the remaining living members of the Quiet Council after he's killed them, because he runs out of jumps, and he makes one last attempt, and we're left with Kate, Nightcrawler, Colossus, Shaw, Destiny, and Mystique being like, that motherfucker, let's go find him.
He's doing some fuckboy shit.
Yeah. So like Hope, Professor X,
basically anybody who's Omega.
Exodus, Emma. Yeah, they all got killed.
Anybody who's an Omega level mutant is dead.
Mm-hmm. Except for Storm, because I think she's on Araco.
Yeah. But hey.
Or wait, she's not even on the Quiet Council anymore. What am I thinking?
So I read Thanos Death Notes. Hey, remember how I told you in Thor forever ago that he sees a vision of Thanos having
with an Infinity Gauntlet hammer? Yeah, I know.
Yeah. We're finally coming back to that.
Cool.
This is Thor just going on Titan and rummaging through Mentor's office for all of his Thanos information, and so it's a bunch of little Thanos short stories.
Cool.
When Thanos was a teenager, he found a girlfriend, and he was gonna leave Titan to go look for other places for them to live, but his rocket ship got sabotaged, and there was only enough oxygen to save one of them, so she sacrificed herself to save him, and he took the wrong lesson of like, oh, killing people for like helping others is good, and her ghost is like, no, that's not what you should have learned. Oh shit. It's a bunch of good stories.
Cool.
Moon Girl Devil Dino. She starts a roller derby league to help other. Hold on, things are frozen for a second. To help other superpowered kids to learn and use their powers in a safe environment, because kid superheroes are outlawed and superheroes in general are outlawed in New York. So like double so. So like super secret. And there's a couple kids, and one of them is actually the daughter of some Kree. And so she wants to use Moon Girl to like show that Inhumans have like good stuff for the Kree, because her great grandfather made the Inhumans, like great grandfather, whatever. And because of that, it's left a permanent black marker on her family line. So she's like, I want to fix things. Help me. And Moon Girl's like, no, fuck you.
Did you like it?
It's good.
Okay.
It's good and cute. We both read Batman.
Yeah, this issue really fucks.
Batman is truly getting the Chip Zdarsky touch of looking back at old plot elements and reusing them in new, interesting ways.
Mm-hmm. Like the whole falling to Earth sequence is amazing. It's like he read that first issue of Tom King's run and went, I can do you one better. But then the final showdown with Failsafe is really cool. I love that Superman's like, oh, gonna fuck him up, and then he gets fucked up again. Like, that is such a Clark thing. He knows how to deal with Batman, but not Batman and Robin. That was a great
adorable
little moment. And then fucking the way you beat him is you let yourself get beat. Ooh, I felt that.
But also, he died by using the Omega Sanction, so he's just lost in time again.
Mm-hmm.
Which
It
is just
looks like he got
hilarious.
sent back to that night, actually. I think that's what they're implying with that panel.
Maybe, who knows? But
Mm-hmm.
also, the backup of Zur-En-Ah.
That was like even more fucky goodness, because like the whole mental thing of fucking Martha Wayne being like, no, Batman fixes people. Batman is not this horrible, angry monster. That was like, yeah, Zdarsky gets it.
But I also like the minor retcon that the yellow is part of the insanity seeping through.
Yeah, that was really cool too. And like, I think that's the first time, because like that's always been in like Secret Files and Origins type stuff, but I don't know if I've ever seen it actually said in a comic that like it's supposed to draw gunfire to the Kevlar underneath. Like that was cool.
But also, it's just like, there is that little bit of insanity underneath all the tactical. That there's a recognition of it, you know?
Mm-hmm. Like it's there, but it's not the thing.
Yeah. Batman, good.
We like it.
I read Marauders.
What happened in Marauders, Boingo?
A bunch of dumb shit.
Why are you still reading this book?
I don't know. The cover's good.
Does the interior look anything like it?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Gotham City, year one. Tell me about it.
Oh, I thought we took this off.
We can. We can just skip it. You can just say, "Oh, I read it," and give
It's
your.
good. I liked it. It's a lot of bullshit that I don't know if it's actually going to impact continuity anyway.
Okay. I read Gargoyles. This entire issue is, hey, here's all the gargoyles. Here's a bunch of characters from the cartoon, and here's a bunch of characters from the comic book sequel we did years ago, and we're just reintroducing them to you real quick so you know all of them.
So it's just fucking catch me up the issue.
Yeah, that's fine. All the
Cool.
characters, the art looks good. It's gargoyles.
I mean, it's gargoyles.
It's gargoyles.
It certainly is gargoyles.
Now it's time for
Now it's time to cry, bitches.
It's time to fight God and cry.
Because legitimately, I did. After seeing that last panel, I literally put the book down, and it was like that moment of, is it gonna happen? Is it gonna? Okay, yeah, here they come. All right, we're doing this.
Buster, peak fiction.
Mission accomplished. I can die happy now.
Basically, they wrestle God, and they wrestle God.
And God fucking beat them, but they learned an important life lesson.
To live and live for the moment and cherish memories and fight for what you believe in and
don't let past grudges ruin your life.
It's just a lot of little things wrapped up into it all. The best part though is like right before they wrestled God, they got matching ring gear based off of the person they're trying to bring back, and their name is Steel Sun. So good.
This is the fucking like we're probably gonna do a best of the year type thing next week. I don't know. We've discussed it, but like this is my comic of the year. I have to get this trade as soon as it comes out in March, I think it is.
This is Kinnikuman, this is New Japan Pro Wrestling, this is AEW, this is GCW.
This is wrestling.
This is wrestling. This is the vibe and emotion of professional wrestling. Also, I need to talk about.
I heard God fight. I heard fight God when and where.
Okay, so real quick, I need to talk about the last panel of this book. I need to pull it up real quick. So hold on.
Oh, we're gonna go full spoilers.
Because here's the thing, I love Daniel Warren Johnson, right?
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorite comics is another comic book he wrote called Murder Falcon.
I've heard of this. You might have talked about it on the show.
Basically, it's a dude and he has like this fucking psychic energy falcon thing that can like, and they fight eldritch abominations, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the whole story is about accepting one's finality and death and all that kind of stuff, and like letting others be there for you.
Oh, is one of the other people in the crowd him?
Oh, one of the other people in the crowd is him. Hold on, there's other people there too.
I'm also pretty sure the guy standing up is Daniel Warren Johnson.
Because here's the thing. Hold on, let me get to it. Here's the thing. Basically, God wins and says, let me just read it because it's beautiful. It has been many ages since a human has caused me physical pain. You fought me with all your strength you had. I present you the God belts as a symbol not of your victory, but your ability to go toe-to-toe with me. I don't want a belt. I want my mom. I wish I could give you what you asked for, but there is no answers that will satisfy the deepest question of all. I will not give you what you seek, but I am moved by your plight and your strength, and for that you will open your mind to the wonder of a memory. And he basically just shows her one of the sweetest moments, and it's like, this is your mom. She's right there. And it's just like, ah.
She lives in you.
Will you be watching me even after you're gone? And she's in the crowd, and she says, that's my girl, and god damn it.
I literally, my jaw dropped. I put my phone down, and I just had a moment to myself.
And here's the other thing. I think that's a Noki.
Holy shit, that is a Noki. I didn't even notice that. I noticed the guy wearing the AEW shirt before I noticed that.
I think that's a Noki, and I think that's Giant Baba.
Mm-hmm.
That's also fucking Spike Spiegel.
Yeah. Is that Oracle next to him?
I don't know, but this is the guy from Murder Falcon down here on the bottom.
Oh, okay.
Oh god, it's such good shit.
This fucking book, man. Thank you, Daniel Warren Johnson. If you are ever at a convention near me, I'm getting a copy. I'm getting a copy no matter what. But if Daniel Warren Johnson is ever at a convention near me, I am taking that copy to him, getting it signed, and saying thank you.
Like, I am pretty sure all these people are very specific people.
Mm-hmm.
But that's definitely a Noki. And it's just like having a Noki there.
Mm-hmm.
And having everybody
Which I'm pretty sure none of our viewers know. Inoki is like one of the most famous Japanese wrestlers. He founded the company that is basically the Japanese wrestling company today.
Legitimately, Do a Powerbomb is one of the best. It shows the power of pro wrestling, and it just shows the raw emotion of it all.
Mm-hmm.
It is so good. Everybody
read this book if you haven't already.
Everybody should read Do a Powerbomb. It is only 7 issues.
Read this comic. If I find out you haven't by this time next year, I will come to your house and I will fucking kill you.
Ugh.
With love.
Goddamn. There's a reason I want Kenny Omega to come out as Cobra-san.
Mm-hmm. Kenny Omega, oh my god, that would be the best thing if they do another Halloween Dynamite next year. Kenny Omega as Cobra-san and frickin', what's her name? First women's champion.
Not Hikaru Shida.
Not Hikaru Shida, the other one.
Hikaru Shida would be better.
The 90-pounder.
Yeah.
Them as like Cobra-san and Yuya Steel Rose for a mixed tag match.
God. It's just so good. We both read Fantastic Four.
This issue was alright.
Buster says it would top the Sans entrance. It would be
hell yeah.
This issue, I think, is just to definitively say how North is going to try and do Reed Richards, which is analytical, logical, but it's based on empathy.
Loves his wife, loves his family. Fuck off with that asshole shit.
Oh, he's not an. And here's the thing. Okay. What's the plot of the issue? They go to a town.
It's the same plot as the last issue, just slightly mixed up.
Yeah, but they go to a town and it's surrounded by Doombots. And the minute they find out he's Reed Richards, they start attacking. But they start investigating, and it turns out that an old woman lives in the town who used to feed Doctor Doom when he was in college. And basically Doctor Doom said, like, all right, cool. I'm going to protect you. You fed me. You treated me with kindness. I will protect you no matter what. So he basically created a bunch of Doombots to disguise themselves in the town to act as like guardians.
Mm-hmm.
But she passed away, and the Doombots didn't know what to do. So one of the Doombots took her into her body on life support till she died and just kept acting like her. And Reed Richards realizing, oh, these are just sentient AI who don't know what's going on anymore. It's cruel to just destroy them. So he removed the programming where they would attack Reed Richards. And he just goes, all right, let's let them
Riho.
Riho. Yeah.
Yeah, Riho should be the daughter if they do that.
Goddamn, this was a good book. I love this Fantastic Four issue.
Yeah, this is a pretty good issue. Sorry, it just fucking popped into my head.
Yeah. Because this is what Reed Richards is. He tries to solve an analytical, logical problem, but it's rooted in empathy. It's rooted in the idea of, like, these are living beings that have become people, and they don't deserve to die just because they're Doombots.
Yeah. Some good boy shit.
Yeah. I read Ghost Rider.
Hey, that's a sick ass cover.
Oh yeah. Basically, the last issue, Johnny Blaze's new goth girlfriend draws out the Ghost Rider, and Ghost Rider shows up and goes like, "What the fuck are you doing, bitch? Don't do that, you fucking dumbass. Bye." And Johnny comes back. He's like, "What the fuck were you doing?" And she's like, "We need to get a Ghost Rider. We need to do this shit." It's like, yeah, but he could have hurt you. I am immediately in their like, oh, this is gonna fail spectacularly relationship.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, this gross motherfucker's just running, is just riding, trying to get to him, and he's just like, yeah, this is it. It's a good issue. It's good fun. It's good fun Ghost Rider-y shit.
Neat.
I also read Tiger Division.
Oh yeah, this book.
It's still good. We get a little bit more backstory for Korean Captain America. You know, that guy.
Yes.
And it turns out when he was a kid in the 1950s Korea, he ran scams with a dude. He was a little delinquent. He was a little piece of shit.
Nice.
So much so that he got kicked out of his adopted house. And she's like, if you're gonna be doing that kind of bullshit, get out of here. And he's like, fine, fuck you. And like, he's worried of like, what if people find out, well, can I not be a hero anymore? Can I not be the person that they want me to be? And meanwhile, the girl next to him, I can't remember her name right now. Her old alias was Auntie Up. Like a card game. That's not what she's called now. It's like, hey, we've known each other for a while. You've even helped me deal with my dead husband. What's going on? And he's like, don't worry about it. And he's trying to investigate so his past doesn't get uncovered. And he breaks into a big building, and like the person he used to run scams with is like an old man, and he walks in and goes like, hey, you remember what we used to say? Whatever you get is mine. And it's like, oh, he's trying to steal the powers for youth and immortality. and he's a corrupt, evil person. It's fun. It's a fun book.
But did you like it?
Yeah, I liked it.
Nice.
It's good.
Cool.
We both read X-Force. Beast gets his due.
Yeah. Which, by the way, we should probably bring up that moment in Immortal X-Men. Sorry, Dark Beast, I'm not letting you out. You're not even the Darkest Beast anymore.
I love that. I love how they basically was like, no, you know that big fan theory everyone's been going on about? No.
Yeah.
It's not real.
At the same time, though, this man's getting his shit wrecked, and I wouldn't be surprised if he dies and gets rebooted back to Good Beast.
They're gonna do something. We'll figure it out.
And like frickin' Domino and Sage being besties and being like, oh man, we're both pretty fucked up. We've got to figure our shit out.
Also, Red Omega just going like, "Hi, I am here now.
I am the himbo of the book now. Hello."
Also, Sage fucking goes like, "Fuck alcoholism. I'm gonna beat this."
Yeah, good for her.
But Maverick also goes like, "Hey, Beast, you're being a dick, and I'm fighting you. I know I'm leaving. You can't pay me enough." And Beast just getting wrecked on all sides, and eventually he just gets arrested. Beast is arrested for war crimes.
Yay! War crimes! War crimes! War crimes! War crimes!
It's good. Good shit. I can't wait to see how this ties into Wolverine.
Yeah.
We also read
Dark
Web.
Oh no.
You forgot about this, didn't you?
Oh no. I'm done. I'm out at issue 1. No thanks.
I guess I'll be the one to finish it.
This book just feels so like it doesn't even feel like frickin' the Zeb wants to be there. It feels like an editorial mandate, except I know that like this is his big creative push for all these characters, and it just nobody feels like themselves.
Ben Riley's angsty as fuck, going like, who am I really? What memories? Ugh.
And frickin' his girlfriend's just like, yeah, let's fuck him up. Let's fuck him up. And fucking Goblin Queen has machinations beyond her normal self. And
they brainwashed Venom.
Ileana isn't even paying attention to this shit. She's just like...
She's just here and goes like, oh, we need to fight? Alright, cool, I'll punch that.
Great. Way to Flanderize her, everybody. Speaking of Flanderization, frickin' Eddie showing up and just being like, my son, now. Have you heard of my son? I need my son. Boy. Boy, I'm Kratos. My son, boy.
It's cute seeing Cyclops and Jean Grey out Christmas shopping.
That was nice. That's the one redeemable thing about this. But I knew about that from the frickin' trailer that came out like 2 months ago.
The Golden Goblin thing was cute. It was cool. Of like Ben Riley.
Yeah, I'm still gonna read that book because that book's damn good. But fucking the rest of this shit, I really don't wanna, man. I really don't wanna.
I'll read it and I'll tell you.
Call me when the next Spider-Man run starts and it might be good.
But that's all the books we read this week. Tell the people.
That is the last thing.
Jesus. Yeah. Tell the people where they can find you.
Hey everybody, I'm the Vacuuminator. I make YouTube video essays about tokusatsu and things. You can find me at youtube.com/thevacuuminator. I'm also on Twitter until that platform implodes at the Vacuuminator, and I'm on Tumblr until Twitter implodes. That's tumblr.com/thevacuuminator. I didn't realize they did slashes. I thought it was still thevacuuminator.tumblr.com until recently. But hey, there you go with that. I'm also on Instagram. Hey, I do figure photography. You want to see photos of this guy? Go follow me on Instagram at @_Vacuuminator. I actually did take a lot of photos of him and my Captain America Legends and some Spider-Man photos. I haven't gotten a chance to photograph Daredevil yet, but it'll happen. I've got ideas.
Nice. Hey, howdy. I'm Boingo Writer. I do a lot of video content on the internet. I stream on Twitch. I make videos on YouTube at Boingo Writer. I am also on Twitter and TikTok and Instagram at Boingo_writer. And I'm on Tumblr at Boingo-writer. And damn, Wendy's sounds good. 2 a.m. for me. Damn, go get that Wendy's, boy.
Yeah, Wendy's boy.
Get that Wendy's, boy.
Wait, you're Boingo hyphen writer on Tumblr? I didn't even realize that.
Yeah. Yeah. This has been Modular Media No Price Podcast. I'm crashing.
All right, everybody, like, comment, subscribe to Modular Media, ring that bell in order to enable notifications. Follow us on Twitter at the Modular Media. Join the subreddit r/Modular Media, and check out the new Modular Media Tumblr that just launched tonight. That's tumblr.com/Modular Media. We're going to be making that kind of like a central blog for everything we do here and on our own channels. So check that shit out.
Yeah, if y'all haven't been paying attention, I'm sick.
Yeah. Shall I close this out?
Hey, Vac, do you have anything else you want to say?
In brightest day, in blackest night, no evil shall escape my sight. Let those who worship evil's might beware my power. Green Lantern's light.
Enough said.